Hello, everyone. Skike, how are you? 80% through. Not dropping any frames. Pony is still running. Yeah, looking good. What is 80% of 3 hours? About an hour? 2.5 hours?
No, 2.75-ish.
Okay.
Give or take, 10 minutes or so.
That's got 20 minutes left. I'm waiting for the drop. Path of Exile has a new pet. Or Path of Exile 2 has a new pet.
I kind of figured that was the case. And what is this said pet?
Looks like an antlered elk.
Oh.
Yeah. Furry party.
We've had antlered elk type things in Elder Scrolls for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I like them. They're very nice.
Is Weight Watchers still a thing?
Oh yeah.
Okay. The only time my mom ever successfully managed her weight was using Weight Watcher.
I was with him for about 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good program.
Mm-hmm.
Just got to where I couldn't manage the program on a financial basis.
Yeah. That's actually why we stopped. Was it just got too expensive.
Yeah.
You have to use their food, don't you?
No.
Okay.
No. I actually belonged to the program before they introduced their food.
Okay.
That was what the great thing about their plan was, is they helped you manage your life, not just your eating.
Yeah.
And they showed you how to eat real food in real situations and not be reliant on prepackaged things like some of the other plans were. That was very helpful when they introduced prepackaged things for convenience, but it wasn't a necessary.
Yeah, I know it worked very well with my mom.
Yeah, it worked for us really well too.
It just got too expensive for the meetings and weigh-ins and stuff like that.
In the beginning, it was great for about the first 8 years. It was only about, I don't know, like $15 a week, if that, because I know I was only paying about $40 a month, and I could manage that. But when they split it out to meetings were separate from online services, And the program, if you had both, became very kind of spendy. And I don't know how it is now. They may have reamalgamated. It's been quite a long time since I've even looked into the program. But it got to be where it was, 20 bucks a week, 20,
Mm-hmm.
30 bucks a week. And it's just like, yeah, I can't manage this right now. And I put my plan on hold, and I just couldn't keep the hold going any longer. And it's like, sorry, guys, I just can't do this anymore. And they were like, well, we could roll you onto an online plan only. And I says, yeah, I could go there, but I actually got more from the meetings
Mm-hmm.
than I do from just tracking. I can track on my own. I know how the program works.
Yeah.
And I actually still do use a lot of tenants from the program
Mm-hmm.
are still very useful. But the meetings were what really, really helped.
Yeah, a bit of social pressure or social, reliance.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know,
What's in here?
a little reminder from time to time while you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know my mom got a lot out of it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't
Connecting with-
just the weight loss.
Yeah, it was connecting with like-minded people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, this is a cool building. It's right across the street from the. Well, okay. Oh no, never mind. I love half this great building.
Oh, good grief.
Yes. What happened, Charlie Brown?
Oh, my aim just sucks tonight.
Oh, yeah, mine too. No headshot. Ah, no headshots tonight. Part of it is I do not have a right hand brace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bent and I really got to go to radio this week.
I thought you'd gotten a brace.
I don't have a right-handed brace. I have a left-hand brace.
Okay.
I think she just wrapped my hand the last time I needed my right hand dealt with.
I think you're right. I remember something about it. With that G.I. Joe actually takes quite a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mighty amazing. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Nut Hut. So, in case y'all haven't noticed, we are raising money for Fred Hutch Cancer Research. They are amazing. Please do go check them out. And if you have the money, please donate to them. You can donate directly, or you can donate through Tiltify. Either works. Either also is tax deductible. They are a 501(c). These are trying times. I realize money can be very limited for a lot of people. If you can give, it's much appreciated. If you can't, don't worry about it. If you can't, you can't. You need to take care of yourself first. Especially right now. And I should mention that giving money is not the only way to support a charity. If you can shout out the charity or mention it to a friend, talking about it, just going and taking a look at their website, all of that is a big help. So it's
Share
not
their website link.
Yep, it's not just financial support that they need.
And also, if you're in a position to volunteer.
Yep. So all that helps. That NPC just shook his head at me.
Next time we're at a meal, you should get Sparks to tell you about her time at Hutch.
Ah, okay.
And she worked there for about 10 years.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
That's how we got involved. Where's that picture? Tricky. So I found a recipe today for mango sorbet. Be making sorbet tomorrow. Got the bucket into the freezer. Got it fitted very nicely. So it'll all be ready tomorrow afternoon. Peel my mangoes tomorrow. Didn't take more than about 30 minutes to make and a couple hours to set up, and I'll make it while I'm making bread and wooda wooda wooda.
Mango's one of my favorite fruits.
They are nice.
Mm-hmm.
If you get them in just the right spot.
After talking about it earlier, I was so tempted to get more of the popcorn shrimp and that mango smoothie.
Huh.
And they're fruit that doesn't require to be perfectly ripe
Yes.
because they're good in a range of ripenesses.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It's like watermelon and cantaloupe and honeydew.
No, cantaloupe has
Tartlet.
to be ripe.
Yeah, but it could also be overripe.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't actually like cantaloupe that much. I can eat it. I don't enjoy it.
No, see, I prefer not to have cantaloupe unless it's vine ripe and cut fresh.
Mm-hmm. Even then, I couldn't stand. I hated cantaloupe as a kid.
I think the reason I hated it as a kid is because it's not served right in the United States. It's not served fresh. It's not served ripe because we have it shipped in a lot of places. It's cut too soon to preserve it for shipping, so it's served underripe. Most restaurants, it's hard as a rock.
No, even as a kid, even if it was soft,
Yeah.
I couldn't stand it.
No, I get that. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying though the majority of, I think that's why a majority of people here though that don't like it. That's why. Certainly why I didn't. I still don't care for it. Don't care for the flavor. But I will admit, if it is truly at the right level of ripe and freshly cut off the vine, it's not bad. But otherwise, no, I can take it or leave it. I'd prefer to leave it.
Well, we had vine ripened as a kid, so I can't even use that as an excuse.
An excuse, yeah. Well, this is just it because you've got more farm life than I do.
Yeah.
But no,
It's a short window on ripening a cantaloupe.
It is a very short window.
Yeah. I do like honeydew though.
Love honeydew. No, I absolutely do love honeydew. Honeydew, watermelon. There's some other, and some of the stone fruits. And I actually prefer them fresh versus even canned, but I'll take them canned any day of the week.
Yeah, honeydew and cantaloupe is what I basically grew up on. Occasionally watermelon, but not as much. Back then, they were seeded only. We didn't genetically modify them until like the 2000s or something like that.
Grew up on cantaloupe and honeydew, because that was a mixed thing you got in restaurants, But my mom loved cantaloupe and ice cream, and Dad and I liked honeydew, so getting mixed wasn't a big deal because we'd split it with Mom.
Yeah, we were very poor when I lived in Mississippi, so we didn't really eat out that often. And we never had fruit at a restaurant. If we didn't grow it or get it from a farmer's market of some sort, then we didn't have it.
Yeah, see, where farmers markets here were not, well, they were a thing. They weren't a viable thing for us. Fresh fruit you rarely got from the store. I mean, it's not that it wasn't available, it just wasn't cost effective. So canned fruit was the way to go.
I like canned fruit.
I do too. Don't get me wrong. Lasts a lot longer.
Frozen and canned can have even more nutritional value even.
A lot of times. Yeah. Mom put up a lot of stuff though, so when she did get fresh, we redo it. We package it up.
Well, we had homegrown, a lot of homegrown fruit. We had wild strawberries, we had blackberries, we had musky dimes, none of which were cultivated.
Exactly. Mom was used to that. See, Mom grew up on a farm, and her grandparents were homesteaders. She was used to that, but out here, it just wasn't as prevalent as it is back east.
It's not really as feasible here, too.
It isn't, no. So it was a whole different lifestyle to adjust to. Yeah. But they were following the bowling trail. So when her and Dad got married in the late 50s, there was work out on the coast with bowling. So Dad got a job with bowling and picked up the family and moved out here. A lot of people did. Excuse me.
My dad was an airplane guy. He worked at Braniff until they went bankrupt.
Yeah.
We were technically upper middle class, but we had a lot of medical bills, so it lowered us down to like middle class, really. But
we were technically middle class, but owning a farm is just so dang expensive. That all the money went into the farm.
Yeah, it was if you don't do good that year, you're kind of screwed. Deal, yeah.
Now,
I think my dad was making roughly $85,000 by the end of his tenure. But he was also a career NCO in the military, so.
There you go. Now, was your family a working farm or a self-sufficient farm?
Neither. We didn't have it long enough in order to make it sustainable.
Okay.
We were trying to make it into a cattle farm, or he was trying to make it into a cattle farm. Ended up getting up to about 20 head of cattle, but the time and money that goes into setting up a farm for the first time.
Exactly. If you can't make your first couple of years, and then if you're going to be a working farm, especially in cattle, then you need the contracts and
just the starting money.
Millions,
and you need to float until you get all of your. And let's face it, I don't think working farms in America have been viable for the last, and certainly not in your and mine generation.
Well, and he wasn't even looking at a working farm per se.
Well, not too many
just enough to take care of the family.
Cattle.
Yeah, just enough to take care of the family would have been fine.
But you don't need 20 head of cattle to take care of the family.
If you're going to be selling any of it in order to pay for the farm.
But that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Poorly, but that's where I'm trying to go, though, is you're not just being entirely self-sufficient. You are doing some, buying and selling. Yeah.
But his salary at Braniff wasn't enough to support the farm.
Yeah. And that's always a sucky thing, too. Where are we at here? And I can't remember why Braniff bottomed out. Weren't they absorbed actually by someone else?
No. They just flat out went bankrupt.
Okay.
He always blamed American Airlines for a lot of the shady practices that American did.
Likely
booking and canceling.
Is it likely to be the case?
Don't know. I'm assuming that since he was kind of an insider, then yeah, it probably was the case.
Don't know enough about that kind of stuff, quite honestly.
This is the little back alley deals and stuff, and I'm just like, I never want to get into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I honestly couldn't say. Yeah. Just because he blamed them doesn't mean that they were responsible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chicky. This is my spot.
Some other woman trying to invade your space.
Yeah. I suppose I should probably get a party invite. Not that it really makes much of a difference at this point. I could be giving people experience.
I have fairy, and I'm really loving it here. Seattle has suited me much more than San Francisco ever did. And I was fairly happy in San Francisco for a while. It just got too expensive.
Yeah, which is why I'm a little disappointed my sister's going to the Sacramento area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's willingly going?
She's willingly going.
Wow.
I'm just like, she'll learn.
Yeah, she will. That whole area is...
Hopefully make her way back to the East Coast.
I was going to say, and hopefully before she's got too much invested into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fairy Raver, Seattle has been very, very nice.
Yeah, even if we did cheat him out of all the cold.
Uh-huh. And the rain. Don't forget the rain.
No, we didn't cheat you out of the rain. You got rain. You got rain aplenty this year.
No. It was supposed to be cold and rainy, almost like London. Almost every day.
London isn't as cold and rainy every day as people make it out to be.
I know.
The sun does shine there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at least once a year.
Wasn't it March or is it May? Because they got rid of an island somewhere that the sun is actually going down around the British Empire.
I couldn't say, but I love it. Okay, green meanie.
Okay.
Is it just me or the crawler's starting to walk way fast?
You know, London has foggy rain? Yeah, it does. What were you saying, Caribia?
Is it just me or the walkers starting to walk way fast? The crawlers.
I don't know. I haven't noticed. It is nighttime, so they're supposed to be running.
Ah, that could be it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My stream hates me. My poor baby. He's suffering sad case of ONT.
Oh, that's what I was looking for. And I don't have any wood on me.
skybox in the wasteland is gorgeous. Stay trapped right there, Mr. Bear.
Let's throw that sticks. Don't have any trees close enough. Well, I've got a few.
I found our silos. We could hoard in the wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Yeah, go for it. I'll be using the one in here. You do you, boo.
Yeah, no sense of adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Ford is 63 then?
I think
Pardon?
so, yeah.
Okay.
It's every 21 days.
Yes. 63 then?
42, 42, 43, 44? I mean 63, 64?
When was it? 43?
Yeah, 42 was the second horde night.
So that would be 52,
63.
62, 63, yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
Nothing like a double tap to the nose.
Mm-hmm.
With a double 12 gauge. Okay, Tex, have you been through something called the Towserly Estates?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Looks kind of interesting.
Where are you located? North, south, east, west from main base?
Northwest, I think. I'm in the heart of the wasteland.
I have not been over in that area, so I may not have seen that POI.
Okay.
Because around the outer edges, I'm noticing there are...
I will mark it then.
A lot more... the wall-specific POIs.
If I can get a quiet moment long enough to... This must be the way in. Oh, I was jumping up on something to give myself a quiet moment to... And it looks like it might be the way in.
I have heard that it is much better to find the proper entrance.
Yes, truth. There's some truth to that advertising. Okay, I saved the waypoint. Let's see what we got here. But
Hi guys. Teleport up front. Of the POI we're at, if that wasn't clear.
oh, this is a mismatch. My bad.
Oh boy, did you ever pull on the horde? You even brought out the Doom guy.
Yeah, blood bag.
What bag?
Blood bag. I think I call Benton get in. For she gets with me. Ah, he's a... Thank you.
I think he's weak to melee. Or he's strong to melee, weak to ranged.
Okay.
So pierce damage, not slash damage.
Right. Is it bad that I understood that?
Yeah, don't save that last waypoint.
Huh?
I marked it wrong.
Oh.
I fixed it. I tell you, it's a never-ending party in here.
Yeah.
God, I can barely walk a block.
There is a gift that I want you to see. Arbor cat.
See if I can open it without getting dead.
Well, if it'll even show, it's not going to show the same way as Twitter. Since I don't use Twitter, you may actually have to click on it. I'm crafting spikes right now, crazy. I need more sticks.
Subscriber chat?
No, subscriber, like the voice chat that we're in.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Well, there's also a subscriber chat, so.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, no, alright. Because I'm not seeing it, so I must be in the wrong one.
No, like I said, you may have to click on the blue sky link.
Oh, and then I see what you mean by the link. And I can't do that this particular second. I got way too much unfriendly. Alright, now let's see if I can. Nope, too much unfriendly.
Well, you are in the wasteland.
Oh yeah, like I said, moving half a block is a and I'm not only in the wasteland, I'm in the wasteland at night.
Exactly.
At night.
At night. Doing amazing things for my kill count. Ooh, I wonder what that construction site's gonna be like. Let's go and see.
Do you think Sparks will ever be interested in 7 Days to Die?
Nope.
That's what I thought. It didn't really seem like her style of game.
She does not do post-apocalyptic or dystopian. Full stop.
Yeah, but 7 Days to Die doesn't do it either.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of stretching things a bit.
Yeah, you know, and the funny thing is the line between, you know, when you're in the wasteland and it rains, it should be acid rain. You should have to get indoors.
Or at least radioactive.
Exactly.
Whoa! Now that is nuts.
Goga! Thank you. With the 400 biddies. Much appreciated.
Hi, Pipe. As soon as I get this She-Hulk that just ran in a door to go attack a non-She-Hulk and walked right in front of me.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Coca, because I just did that to another streamer myself. I gave him all the biddies that I had. Just to get them out of my pocket because they were just sitting there.
It's disgusting.
And as a reminder, we are raising money for Fred Hutch Cancer Research Center. So if you have any spare dollars, then it would be much appreciated. If not, there are non-monetary ways of supporting a nonprofit like that. Like sharing links, sharing donation links, letting people know that we're actually raising money for them. And it's nice to, we haven't done any fundraising in ages, and it's nice to get back into it. I have missed raising money for charities.
Annie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Coco, the bits that I bought were over a year ago. Annie? Luna will not be joining us tonight.
Oh, where's the bend?
She was feeling kind of as well, and we both took a nap when we got home from Everett. Today was Botox.
Oh, she's gonna sleep until tomorrow.
Yeah. So I didn't go up to the hospital. She went home to take a nap, and I have no doubt she's probably still snoozing. She said it was only stingy, but hey, it was the end of the cycle, so
Were you able to see the GIF yet? Or are you still busy?
I am still running for my my proverbials.
Piggies don't count as passive, do they? Or
Yes,
timid?
Yes.
they do.
Huh.
A ladder and a roof. There we go. Quiet space.
Did you get the one that's been wandering around?
I did now.
Okay, good. Also a lot of white meat.
Yes, should if
I
you
only
still
have the
need-
first bit of it, but it's 30 still.
Yep.
I've seen that one. I love that one.
Yeah. The way it
It's
looks
just
up
like,
in the
oh my
camera
God, I
and just
wanna
walks
hug it
on.
and I know, I want to hug it and kiss it and oh my God, it.
Actually, it doesn't.
Hmm?
No, it doesn't sound as timid.
No, because I think it can attack you back if it's provoked.
Yeah, I think it's like deer, chickens, and that's about it.
And rabbits.
Mhm.
Okay,
Rabbit.
there too, yep.
Yeah. Anything that'll walk away from you.
Walk, I mean, run in opposite directions.
Yeah, I like to.
Oh, look. Twitch updated their terms of services. Okay.
Yeah.
Did that a couple days ago, and I was like, yep, I'll hear about whatever changed in a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, I watched that.
Because I has logged into Twitch to see the stream and got little bars in the way.
Yep. Let's see who that donation is from. Ooh, $25. Nice. Okay, thank you. Very much appreciated.
Oh, Sergeant Wolf is coming up to join me.
Those NPCs can come in very handy.
Oh, yes. Yes, they can.
Okay, heading up. Getting crazy with the $25. You know what that means. I get to give away a game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, chat, if you're interested in paying attention, crazy, pick a number between 1 and 100. Don't say what it is. Don't tell me until afterwards. Chat,
Yeah.
if you want to if you want the game, pick a number between 1 and 100. Oh, actually that means you're excluded. Oh. I will pick a number between 1 and 100. Let me write it down.
Fair. I don't think he's making it exclusive to 7 days.
No, that's not exclusive to 7 Days to Die. It is a game. And pick a different number, Fairy Raver. This last time I tried it, the bot didn't work.
Bot being a butt, huh?
Uh-huh. Of course, it would also help if the bot was actually on.
Details.
Mm-hmm. So 27 and 63. I may lower that number if we've only got a couple of people that want the game. No one else wants a video game? Let's try it. Okay, let's try it this way. Type in pick me. Exclamation point pick me. You're tired at 8 p.m. on Friday night? Yep. Same here. WTK, we're doing a game giveaway. We hit $200 raised for the charity. You're off to work now. Plan out a 500 head wedding.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I said good luck with.
Oh, wow.
sympathy. Sympathy.
Yeah.
Best of luck.
Certainly not something I would ever do.
Dear Lord, it was bad enough with like 30 of us. I'm my sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you are not kidding. That Haven Hotel is a big place. It's
Yes.
very pretty.
Yes.
I mean, I haven't gone into it, but just the outside parameter is... Wow.
Oh, can I party invite, please?
Yep. Give me just a second.
Oh, you are in fact not downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up front, dropping stuff off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Looked at the stream and I was like, he's not there.
Surprise!
Yeah.
I've got wooden spikes for when I go downstairs. Okay, we're back from ad break. We've got a game giveaway going on. Exclamation point pick me, one word in chat to enter the drawing. So, exclamation point pick me to enter the drawing. Drawing.
Yeah, you didn't tell me Annie was going to put a drawing in it.
What?
And he's like, what's nervously?
I didn't sign for this.
Like us three, but we'll wait a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like us three, but we'll wait a little longer, I guess.
Yeah. Not too much longer though.
Yeah.
Be fine.
Okay, anyone else?
Could be. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know that this giveaway is actually going to work. The bot's been acting up. You know how stupid it
Bot's
is.
been a... Yeah, bot's been a butt.
Okay, doing the drawing. Closing the giveaway. Or it's already closed. Okay, picking the winner. And it didn't pick anyone.
No, pick
Yeah.
me.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yay!
Yeah, nice, crazy.
Congrats, crazy.
Thank you, Rick.
I will even do Fairy Raver as well. Okay, both of you, let me know what game you want. Any, no, it has to be Steam. I'm not sure how to give a game on PlayStation. No, we're not playing permadeath. I like the game too much to play permadeath. I actually enjoy the game. And that's the easiest way to burn out at a game in no time. Okay. While you two are deciding. Well, that actually looks like a pretty good game, Fairy Reaver. Or at least an intriguing game.
Mm-hmm.
Let's... I can get you a key. Or that is not available on Humble Bundle, but I do know it's on Steam. Fairy Reaver, I'm gonna have to add you as a friend on the Steam in order to give that to you. Let's do that. That is my Steam invite key. If you'll add me as a friend. And that's actually available to anyone. There you are. Oh. Okay. Let me know when you get it. Don't laugh at your hours in RimWorld. As long as you don't laugh at my hours in 7 Days to Die. And you got it. Crazy?
Yeah, I'll get back to you. I bought a lot of games this month, and then suddenly I'm finding myself, like, what do I actually want?
Yeah, I know how that is. Okay, well, thank you, everyone. Ayn Rand, how are you? You know what you're playing this weekend? It's a shame that wasn't available through Humble Bundle. That way I could do a donation at the same time. Okay, You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. My gun broke.
Whoops.
Well, fix it.
Fixing. Oh no.
What?
Oh,
You
no.
don't have any
I don't have
hidden
to.
Gherkins.
Nope.
Whoops. Again.
This wouldn't be a problem if it was at full health.
Okay, there you go. And that's why I put up the spikes. Would have picked a different game for what? Oh no, don't worry about it. The game is for you. Me wanting to do a donation at the same time is just pure selfishness. Besides, I can do a cash donation later.
There, my interview is showing, but it's there.
Do what?
I put a link in chat for you.
You're a moderator, so it does show.
Yes.
Email me your email address, or DM me your email address, and I will send the email directly to you. You should have an email from Humble Bundle. First time doing this, so keep me informed.
Okay, confirmed.
Thank you. There we go.
And definitely thank you.
You what?
So then definitely thank you for the additional in our name.
It's a good cause. It's a really good cause.
It really is. And even if you don't never use the services, and thank God you never do.
Yeah,
Somebody
hopefully.
you probably know will.
Yeah,
Somebody, yeah.
and we already know some people.
What the heck here? Oh, hello, hi. The last thing you want to do is turn around and have your gun go click, click,
Yep.
click.
Mhm.
Oopsies.
I think Crazy's already had that happen once tonight.
Mhm.
Okay,
I didn't think I'd
you
gone
think?
through that much ammo.
you ready to move on, Crazy?
Yeah, I'm good. Yep.
Well, boy howdy.
Yeah, we've got a bunch more coming through.
Turn my sensitivity up a bit.
Thanks for
Mm-hmm. There will be more.
Best of my knowledge, you're getting all of it. And that's crazy. Crazy, are you level capped?
Hold on one sec. In the menus.
Yeah, I'm level 300. Boy, that
I
went
know
fast.
Yeah, I know Texas level capped, but I don't know if Crazy is. So if Crazy is, Annie's getting all of it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm only 157 right now.
Oh, okay.
You're already level capped, Caribbean?
Oh god, yeah, I capped the other night. I did
Oh.
all 60 levels in about an hour and a half. Because I was getting all of it between you and Ben.
Oh, true.
It was just 3 of us. On top of my own, and I wasn't slouching on my personal generation.
Okay, there's going to be more. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't lose a single box. Okay, ready to move on?
Yeah, I'm good.
Remember not to leave any paint behind, or you have to deal with the wrath of Annie.
Oi. I never said anything about leaving paint behind.
And probably Caribia.
I separated the boxes so there's room.
I'm talking about finding paint in the POI.
That's funny. There's exactly 69 servers in that room.
Really?
Yeah. And all these server racks, there was 69 servers.
Huh.
Okay.
Oop, never mind. There is 3 more. So 72. Darn.
Crow's Nest of the Zillion Tower has a view that is unprecedented. Wow. That is spectacular.
I've always thought this was such a good ambush site. They're just not using it.
Yeah.
Building is that 7-1. Okay, now I gotta go down and check out that building.
All the
Kinda wish
really
we had
nice
a
buildings,
parachute.
and all the really nice buildings are around the outside edge of the map.
I don't know, there's some really nice ones in town too. The high-rise looking ones.
I'm just gonna stay up here until you fall back.
Which will be soon.
I wish I had a parachute. I just want to jump off the edge and go.
Oh, maybe
I
not.
don't want to climb back down the stairs.
I actually managed to get all of them in that area.
Mm.
Oh, there's more. Don't worry, there's more.
I mean, yes, but it must be that Mark 23 you're using?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get one?
I did not.
I think there's still a couple more.
Let's see what the bullet does on this. 4, yeah, I could probably do with that.
What's your damage?
84.5, so I could probably do with the Mark 23.
Hey, yeah, because I'm doing 154.
Yeah.
At first.
Oh, I'm chuckle block, that's why I can't do that.
Why you can't do what?
Pick up the coffee.
Note to self, NPCs can set off the car alarms.
Yes, they can.
Mm-hmm. Cop spit will not set off the car alarm. And will eventually break the car without setting it off.
Something set off the car alarm.
Hitting it will. The cop spit
Oh.
won't.
Well, something touched it that wasn't me. 'Cause the car alarm's going off.
Well,
Oh yeah, this is cool looking. Oh yeah, now that it's 8:30 in the morning, now you remember you have a headlamp.
Oops.
could be a gaggle of zombies back here.
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
Oop, that was your cover. Never mind.
Yeah. I guess I don't need it.
Oops. I'll give you it anyway.
Mm-hmm. Not like I'm
Yes,
gonna die or anything. No, we're at the end. The chances are very slim.
They're low, but never zero.
Sure. And it was just a couch.
Yeah, it's never just the couch.
It's not like it was gonna last. And it was funny.
You left, I left, the couch left, and then I shut the couch.
Baby Vance cried.
Mm-hmm. Did I send you an invite? Any?
Yes, I promptly forgot. Because I was just doing math.
Oh.
Math is hard.
Maths are hard.
Oh, that's just wrong and rude.
Oh, I am in the party.
You are in the party, but no, it's not you. It's the zombie that trapped me in this room, lit the hallway on fire.
No.
Uh-oh. Do you have a fire extinguisher on you?
Oh, hell no. Well, that's all right. I can just jump out of the. It's the very decorative upper floor with a loft-like room. I'll just break the glass and jump down. But yeah.
So we missed
No.
something somewhere. Not sure where. Not giving me any indications. I know where they are. We didn't finish going up.
Yeah, that's exactly where I went.
Yep. On my way. I can figure out how to get up there. A ladder around somewhere, isn't there?
Yeah, in the elevator in the cafeteria. Or you're not even close to the cafeteria anymore.
Oh. I got it. You already taken them out?
Most of them. They're not clear yet, I don't think. I don't have the quests, so. I think everything down here is dead. I just skipped to the top floor, really.
Oh, I'm still seeing a red dot. Oh, is it him? No. Okay, there's some down and to the east.
Has anyone noticed that you can toggle running off and on?
Toggle what?
Toggle running
Mm-hmm.
with the shift key.
That's a
Yeah,
new
sometimes,
feature, though, isn't it?
yeah, you just have to hold on the shift to keep running.
Yep.
That's
Now
why I
it
think,
toggles.
yeah, because sometimes you feel faster than some other times. That's why. I just realized that.
Okay, that's all. Got them all.
Got him? Okay.
I missed a room over here. Did we leave anything behind? I don't think we did. Okay, I'm heading back to the base.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. At the place that I had dinner at, Family Pancake House, or ordered dinner from, that is my go-to source of chicken fried steak. They have a very nice chicken fried steak. For a frozen pre-farm chicken fried steak, it's very good.
Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's about what it's gonna be, but yes.
I've had homemade chicken fried steaks at different restaurants.
Yeah, you can mess it up actually pretty easily, so it's better to stick to simple things, you know?
And they're not actually that hard to make. And if my sister can make a good chicken fried steak, how hard can they be?
I know. I've never had one. I mean, never had learned the recipe, but I imagine it's a lot easier than I'm thinking.
The trick is the seasoning and the spices, and the coating. And using the right steak.
Yeah, that seems to be the good thing too. Good quality ingredients, and then you can make your way from there.
Is it a chuck roast? Which one is it that looks like it was kind of put through a grinder? All mashed down.
Cube steak?
I think it's cube steak.
Yeah, imagine cube steak, yeah.
Yeah.
I like cube steak.
Yeah.
Cube steak
Grew up
a
on that
lot.
too, but then you know,
Absolutely.
then you know, price of beef.
I had cube steak this week. I pick them up when I can.
Well, one
Red
thing
meat
that
is a
was
very rarity in this house now because of the prices and everything.
Yeah. Well, one thing that I used to absolutely adore, shoulder chops, lamb shoulder chops, cooked right, and sometimes even messed up. They have some of the best flavor on a lamb, and they end up being much more tender and greasy than regular lamb, or oily. Shoulder chops are really good. And they're great for cooking. The lamb casserole Jerry used to make used lamb shoulder chops.
Nice.
Not sure what we had recently, but we chicken baked bone-in chops, but not sure what type they were.
Mm-hmm. These are bone-in.
Yeah, I'm not used to eating bone-in because I didn't grow up doing that. Because kids don't do that. But and I haven't really sensed too much. But
Yeah, that's all we ever had.
yeah,
It makes a difference.
It does.
I'm sure it does. Yeah. But that just means I'm not used to eating around bone or ligament,
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the shoulder chops, if you cook them right, or actually just long enough, they're kind of like the pork ribs, where the rib actually falls off the meat, or the meat falls off the bone. It should be that tender. And boy, has it got the flavor. But it became popular, and the price increased by a lot. It used to be one of those throwaway meats that you could get really cheap.
I don't think there's too many of those anymore, actually.
No, not
People
anymore.
started to realize you can use almost anything now.
Yep.
It's always getting a CAS box or purchasing a parcel of meat is still quite a popular process. Growing up, Dad about I think once a year he did it. He'd buy half a cow from a shop here that's no longer went out of business probably 10, 15 years ago now, but it was very, very popular in the 70s and 80s. And he'd go and buy half a cow and have it butchered up, have stuff in different ways, and then we'd supplement it with chicken and a few other things in the grocery store. And we'd only have to do this once a year. And while it was a bit of an outlay, it was still tremendously cost effective in the long run.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we had a 7-foot chest freezer in our basement. And then we kept, other things in there with it.
Well, you have to hide the body somewhere.
Damn Skippy. Just saying, because the swimming pool's too far away. Exactly. But and even our local butcher, over there at D&D, if you look at the boards and the boards rotate, they have 4 or 5 different primary quote unquote boxes, beef, pork, chicken, whatever, and a couple of mixed boxes that you can say, hey, I'd like a quarter of a cow. Can you cut it up like box 1 and then add X, Y, and Z and P, D, and Q to it? And they're one of the few butchers still around that
can do that. Yeah,
that do that. But then again, they also specialize in game meat, so it doesn't surprise me. But that's a fabulous way, and then as well as the consumer co-op boxes that are still, there's a few places of our local farms, and I'm sure they're popular all across the country, but here we've got, I think, 4 primary farms that do it, that have drop spots.
One of the worst meals I have ever had, and this is up there with the chicken cordon bleu with Roquefort cheese. Made with Roquefort cheese.
Roquefort cheese, yeah, that's a pretty hard one.
Was we ordered a full goose from Safeway Butcher. Do you know how bad a bad goose is?
Yes, I do actually.
I don't want anyone to think about it.
Any poultry really tastes like what they eat and what they eat.
No, this is even worse. This one, the meat ended up looking black.
Oh.
Yeah.
Had a very bitter flavor to it. I mean, very bitter flavor to it. It was just god-awful. I don't know what they did to that goose, that poor goose, but I think it died of natural causes.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
And then it was badly butchered on top of that.
No, it was a full goose.
Oh,
this was unbutchered.
I meant the The processing.
The processing, yes.
To me, that's all part and parcel.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I bet they had to go searching for a goose that bad. I mean, it was awful. And no one liked it.
And that's a shame, because goose can be a very lovely meat.
Yes.
When harvested at the right time.
Yep. And Skike, you're going to be on tomorrow? Look forward to it.
Good. Somebody's got to pick up my slack.
Mm.
Well, you know, my schedule just went sideways. I might not be here till like Tuesday.
Oh.
Well, yeah, because
You've got the move tomorrow.
No, tomorrow is potluck.
Mm.
Sunday is dinner. Monday's movie.
Well, you do keep yourself occupied.
Busy.
Yeah, you do keep yourself occupied.
I do.
Hmm?
I have to. I try not to do evening stuff, but sometimes they just rear their little heads and go, "I'm sorry, there's just no way we can contend with this." And, you know, a chance to go out with my buds. Can't say no to that.
Yes, it's almost a chance of life.
I know. You would think.
Wow. What's
Going
World
to the
Cup?
movies. I know. I haven't been to a movie in so long, so going to the movies, then, you know,
Mhm.
potluck. Gotta have community potluck, people.
Well, and we're your family, aren't you? Isn't it supposed to be
Yeah.
anything for family?
Exactly.
Mhm.
But, you know.
But we're your family.
But I host my community events too, so yeah, I'm the host,
Mhm.
sorta. Somebody's gotta let them into the closet.
It's not good to stay in the closet.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I actually did not expect Sunday to be. Oh well, dinner's at 4. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Who is this?
Who is this?
Which means I'll just be late, probably, to
yeah.
stream.
Who is the dinner with?
Steve.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Steve. And so I'm gonna go early in the day and work on his computer, and then we'll go from there to dinner and
Mm-hmm.
drop me off.
Has he troubleshooted the PC? What's wrong with it?
It's been on its last leg for a year or so.
Oh,
but
so you're cannibalizing and trying to...
yeah.
Yeah.
He actually took my old Alienware, and we're gonna go hunt. Somehow or another in the transport, the cables got lost. We're just gonna go pick up some new power cables and finally try to get him switched over to that one. And then, but yeah, he's also, ooh, airdrop. He's, no, I am not going back into the wasteland for this. Really?
Oh, come
Real.
on. What's the worst that could happen? Not like an alarm's going to go off as soon as you open it.
There is that. He's getting more and more tech savvy. He actually didn't get a computer or a phone until this last couple of years. So,
You know, I don't mind working
He's a
with
late
someone
bloomer.
like that as long as they're willing to learn.
and he is, yeah.
The problem I always had in working at a nonprofit is they didn't want to learn anything. I had one of the senior managers tell me that she didn't want to learn it because that's what we were hired for.
Oh yeah, no, that attitude can get checked right at the door.
Yeah.
No, his is just that he never needed this level of tech. A phone was a phone, and that's all it needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And he was fine with that.
Well, I tried to explain to people, and he's an exemption because he's not using it for work.
Yeah.
It used to be really cute 20 years ago when someone said they didn't know anything about computers when it comes to work.
Mm-hmm.
It's a job requirement now to at least know how to operate a computer.
Absolutely. And even in his job,
Mm-hmm.
because they have forced him to do all his pay stubs on the company website, to do everything now through his phone or the company website, which requires his phone. And he's like, what do you mean I can't? Whereas it used to be he filled out his time cards and turned them in.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, we're not doing it that way anymore. Now you have to have an app on your phone. You fill out the app, you sync it with the website. We tally it up and we send you your paycheck.
Yep.
Personally, I think it's a convoluted pain in the...
whoever their payment system is through makes a ton of money off of it.
Exactly. One person makes bank, the other person just has a convenience, blah, 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 and it's convoluted for everyone else.
Yep.
And because it's day labor, nobody gets a say in it.
Yep.
So
where I used to work. Oh, go ahead.
But he's willing to learn how to do it and figure it out.
Yep.
So
where I used to work, these payments, welfare payments that are going through a card now, the banks are making bank on that. They are making a lot of money.
I am really unamused with this because I actually don't want to discuss it on stream as to why, but I am unamused by this. I see the necessity, but I don't have to like it.
Yep. Well, we had a piece of software that, in order for parents to get paid for childcare through a provider, which is the only way they get money, is they don't get direct money for childcare. The childcare money went directly to the provider. Well, we had a piece of software that kept track of the kids' schedules because it's a funding requirement. Every day that child needs to be accounted for, and that child has to be there a certain number of days per week in order for the provider to get paid. Well, they tried to automate all of that. Even to the point where the providers could pay, sign off on the timesheets online. They were charging $3 a month to the provider for that service. Each provider. And we're talking about providers with margins that are on the edge. So $3 is a lot.
I can't even imagine what, the system in place for even like the care providers, what they, for their convenience of having to sign in and sign out on their phones, and then if there's no service though, then we have to either find service or call their case manager on the phone and say, hey, she's here.
Yeah, fortunately it was only once a week that they had to be accounted for. Maybe even once a month that you turn in timesheets.
Now, this is every single time they walk in the door.
We had really good case managers. I mean, excellent case managers. They went above and beyond to help the providers and the parents.
That's something, at least.
Yeah, I find social services is very good in my area, but it's not everywhere,
Technically, this wasn't social services. They were the funnel for welfare payments for child care. And you may not understand what the significance of it is, but the operating expenses for those contracts was 2.3 or 2.9% of the income from the contracts for operating expenses.
Wow.
That's a lot.
It's almost nothing. Considering most nonprofits that were in the same type of industry.
I suppose so, in the scope of
In the grander scope of
nonprofits.
things, yeah.
Yeah. I suppose there's... You can always look at Red Cross and say, yeah, that's not a lot. The 2.4 or whatever.
I don't think even Red Cross has it that low.
No, they're at like 50+% overhead.
Our nonprofit was at 2.3%. It was either 2.3 or 2.9%. We relied on direct donations or any type of operating expenses.
Yeah, it's ugly.
Yeah, a lot of those nonprofits out there today, it's anywhere from 15 to 50% that's operating expense. That's paying the CEO, paying the salaries for the people that work there.
And that's if you're a 501c3.
Yes.
Imagine if you're a 501c7,
Which is even tighter.
Which is even worse, because depending on what your organization is, something like 75+% of your income has to come from your membership. Make that one work. Yeah, it can be really dicey how you...
Yeah,
Horrible.
generally, like, when I contribute to charities, I gotta look and see what their overhead is.
The other thing is to ask someone who works there. Don't tell them I said this, but ask someone who works there. Talk to the people that work there. They're usually honest enough that you can get a good evaluation of what a charity looks like.
Yeah. Because not all charities are created equal.
Yeah.
Oh no, by no means.
I would never be able to work at a charity again. Or any type of 501(c)(3). The contracts, and we had like 15 or 20 different contracts, all have to be managed separately. Then all put together and all torn apart. I mean, the amount of accounting that goes into a charity like that is unbelievable.
Yep.
But yeah,
I would never work on that level again. The work I do is just as a volunteer.
Yeah, I could never work at a place like that again. Mainly because we had senior managers that started coming in and making a lot of money and not giving the employees raises, increasing their pay.
Yeah, and it doesn't domino down where it should.
Yep.
Ah, oops. Oh, ouch.
But yeah, if you ever have a question, just call someone that works there. Don't tell them what you're doing, just ask little questions. There is also a charity site that shows a lot of the financials for a charity. It's some type of charity scoring. I don't remember what it is now, but it's pretty accurate. Yeah, if they're doing anything above 15% for operations, where 85% goes to the charity that they're supporting or the work that they're supporting, I would have questions. I've also seen a bunch that their operating systems were about 50% or higher. I think I saw a couple of them that were up to 85, 95% that just went to operations. And there are a couple of websites that will actually show that. There are some cases where the operating systems are the work that they're doing. So keep that in mind too. It's how that money is used. Because places like Fred Hutch, I don't know how they allocate their money, but I would assume that most of it goes to research or treatments.
Research is expensive.
It's
Mhm.
Did Fred Hutch or Fred Hutchinson?
Hutchinson.
It's Fred Hutchinson, but the organization I think is called Fred Hutch these days.
Oh.
Could be wrong. We've always just called it Hutch, but that could have been just us. Let me have a quick recce. Oh, come on, baby. Don't ONT tonight. I guess it is Hutchinson.
Mm-hmm. What does their website say?
That's what I'm looking at. That Fred Hutch is an independent organization that provides cancer treatment, blah, blah, blah. Fred Hutch. It is Hutch Cancer Cancer Center. So I pass by this building all the time right now.
I know.
You know, so it's like, but the logo has changed. Here's the thing, and this is why I've noticed it.
It'd be
It's because
new
it is
branding.
something you see all the time. You stop seeing it, but the logo's recently changed.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
so
because their website says Fred Hutch.
it says Fred Hutch Cancer Center. But the nice little color bars and dots and things, that's newish. I don't know when they changed that in, but it is rather newish.
Mm-hmm.
I need to reboot this computer. It's flickering really hard. I had to put it in safe mode to test something the other night, and it started flickering, and I'm hoping it's just because it's in safe mode. Restart. The stream keeps bottoming out, and I need to go get something to eat. It's my turn to decide what to eat. As soon as I clear these boxes out. Oh, I think it might be time to start smeltering down some moolah. Our moolah box is moolah'd.
No, Fred Hutch even has a really good score. They're a quality charity. Fred Hutch has a good score. Charity
Yes.
score.
Oh, absolutely. Are we melting down 9 mil overflow, or do we have another box?
That would be a bent question.
It really would.
And
So
I
that'd
will-
be till tomorrow type thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll stick it somewhere else then for now, and I'll talk to her later. Because we are to the point where we might be smeltering, starting to smelter stuff.
We do have a couple of dukes that we could use for smeltering.
More
Just one
than
or two.
I've got four. There's 4 stacks in the box that are overflow. Because we have a full Moolah cash box now. So yeah, we're ready.
It's a lot of dudes.
Yep. Actually, if you're at the base and you hit tab, it will give you a count for how many dukes we have overall.
Okay, I hit tab.
In your inventory, down at the bottom of your inventory.
Only shows me my dukes.
Oh, so I'm not
Maybe
the
I'm
only one that's lost all the Wi-Fi.
No, I had to re-up it just now. I had to go through all the boxes and do that.
Yeah. I haven't done that.
Yeah, there looks like to be some of my box. Well, I haven't hit all the new boxes yet.
So looks like we have 170 grand, or 1.7 mil, really.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Sorry, 1.7 mil, and then the 10,000 I have means whatever number I have. So yeah, we have a lot.
Yeah.
Enough we can certainly spare to the melter.
Yeah.
Okay, I know she said there was boxes of books down here. Of more books. There's a sign upstairs that says more books downstairs.
I don't know where they are downstairs.
Even more 9mm. So if we do have another box for it, I found it.
I would
Well,
go
then
ahead
I'm
and
gonna-
start smelting it.
Then I'm just gonna put the books. I'm tired of looking for boxes. I'll put the books in here as well. Because I'm trying to empty the dump box.
That's what I'm coming back to help with.
Oh, it's empty now.
Oh, okay.
It's in my pocket.
I still need to go through and turn on Wi-Fi on everything.
How did Wi-Fi get turned off?
7 days to die.
So,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. And I have a part to the bell box upstairs and down there. Because these are just geodes and things. Like we need more bank.
Charity organizations are interesting. 90% of the time, they will be good charities. There are some scam charities out there, and some bad charities out there, but most charities are okay, good. The bad ones are an exception and not a rule. Just to make that clear.
Yes.
But they can easily be researched to find good, really good charities.
Yes. Yeah, and you should.
And you shouldn't be afraid to do that.
Yeah, my long-standing, reoccurring, I mean, it's an automatic payment, I just pay, is to one of my local PBS stations, which is a teaching station. And but they're also an active PBS station. And they started out though as a strictly a department in the college to teach how to work in a TV studio. And then they added on a PBS aspect, and they've been a rock solid PBS station since. But they still do teach, and that's how they teach, is by funding and running the PBS station. Well, where's the flares? Oh, there they are.
Well, I didn't want to come across as trash-talking charities.
No, we understand you, but I understand your need for clarity.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's just it. I wanted clarity on what I think is a good charity and what I think is a bad charity.
Right.
Okay, I hate to do it, but I need to call it a night. I need to go get some.
I kind of figured. Okay,
yeah.
No worries.
Well,
my
neck for the first time in a couple of months is starting to hurt.
I hear ya.
And I'm getting uncomfortable.
I'm right there with you. I figured by the time I was done with this box, I was gonna go get something to eat anyway, so it's all good. So I am ready when you are.
Yep.
All right.
Is Annie around? I think she may be AFK. Or she's just not talking to us again.
No, she'd been up at her build site, but she has been quiet, so...
And she's muted, which usually means she's AFK.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let chat go, and I will be right back. Well, I'm so used to doing that now that I don't actually turn y'all off before I end.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. Fairy Raver, everyone else, I will see y'all tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all then. Good night. Monard, if you're there, have a good night.
If I could just crack my